what about like after the qualifying? Like, so you made it the second round, you qualified, and then what happened in between the qualifying and the finals? Like, I heard like some story about how like Bud exploded off a little roller or something. You guys were out riding, and then you didn't.
Shit. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, didn't you like hike up to check on him or something?
Yeah, it was bad. Well, no, this is during. So I did my first qualify run and I fell, right? And then Bud and I were taking laps, so I didn't have to think about my run because I had to burn 2 hours. And so we're taking laps, and there's this little jump at the top of the actual run down to the half pipe. And I was clearing it every time, and I mean, it was really easy to knuckle it or come up short or overshoot it because the landing was super steep. And I just remember that I was hauling, and I remember Bud following me. And then I'm like halfway down the run, and I look back, he's not there. And I'm all, wait a second. I was sitting there for a little, I'm all, uh-oh. I just pictured in my head Bud being knocked out or something. I'm like, oh, God. So I unstrap, and I start hiking up the hill to go see if he's all right. And then sure enough, he comes down, and he's like goggles and like snow all over him. But I thought that was it's just like, thanks, buddy. Like, come and check on me.
Well, and then that whole time, right? Like, people are trying to kind of rest their legs and stuff like that.
No,
and
I'm like stressing. All the other dudes are sitting in the lodge like having soup.
Right.
Basically, like what was happening is they were all hanging out having lunch in the little lodge that was for the athletes, and I was out like stressing over the comp, and I think that just did it for me. I think that's really a huge reason why I was so comfortable in the next run. It's because all the pressure was out of the way.
Yeah.
I felt like I knew my finals run better than my qualifying run. I hate the qualifying. You got to do just enough to get in, but not too much. It's like.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is like, then when you get back there for your finals, and you've competed for so long, but is there something like when you get back in the starting gate for your finals? Like, are you saying something to yourself? Are you like, just relax, man? Or are you like, you can do it? Or do you have any kind of little thing that you do? Or you just?
I always just, I don't know. I don't do it too much, but occasionally if I'm really stressed, like right before I drop me, I'm just like, whatever, who cares? You know what I mean? Because that's the way I ride the best, is because I just won't think about it, won't care. You know, it's a contest. A couple years, nobody will remember. I don't know. It's like three years ago, X Games 2 won. You know, I don't know. It's probably me.
Probably you. Maybe we don't know.
No, but I mean, that's one of those things where I always just kind of relax and just say whatever. But I'm usually so focused going into it that I don't really say anything. And like I was saying, right when I drop in the half pipe, it all kind of goes blank. I don't hear music. I don't hear the crowd. I just kind of go through my run.
Are you listening to music?
No,
you
I'll
don't.
be like kind of maybe humming something or whatever.
But you don't have headphones.
Or I always think at one wall ahead, so it's always like what's going to happen on the next wall.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one was just so important because I was so warmed up from like stressing over my qualifying run that I was like ready to go. I was sitting at the top, just like, all right, let's do this. And I had like half the waiting time that everyone else did because I qualified in the second heat.